What's up, guys? Zach with Civilian Armament. Got a few things playing around with today. Mainly just checking, make sure my carry rifle is running. Carry rifle. This is a mutt. It's got a spikes lower. The lower actually has no markings, just their markings. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's no like crazy skulls or nothing like that on it. The upper receiver, I don't know what it is. It's something cheap, but it's got some lines that fit well with the upper. I mean, if I'm gonna make it, might as well make it look good if I have it, right? But the rifle flows. I mean, the lines, I guess, right? It all looks pretty good. The handguard is the bootleg. I think they call it the pick lock. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's got some pick rails on the front, M-lock slots that I mainly use. It's lightweight and it heats up pretty good, but I usually, don't really care. But Magpul flip ups, the metal ones, BCM charging handle, bolt and carrier, grip. Love these grips, they're my favorite ones. Law tactical folder. This is a This is a pistol. I'm running it on a 14.5 with a 13.5 inch handguard. I like to throw this lower on a smaller upper and play around. If I can't fit this in a backpack, make it look, unpresentable. Does that make sense? Anyway, if I can't hide it, I switch the upper. That's my thing. I may show you how I set my truck up someday, but probably not. I always run a Magpul sling, or it doesn't really matter to me on sling, but I can show you this. I may show you how I implement it. I'm playing with this. It's nothing. It's not gospel, right? So it's mounted. I'll just show it to you. But I put tape on it, and when I fold up the rifle, it just sits kind of like this and pulls tight. I know there's a few products out there that help you do this, but I just tape it with some thin tape, and when I store it, it's cool. If I ever need it, I just pull it, and it pops and breaks the tape real easy. If not, the sling's out of my way, and I have it if I need it. Oh, the suppressor, the first NFA item, I guess. It's hot, a little hot. It's an AAC 18 tooth M4 1000. Little baffle strike there a long time ago. They want $200 to fix it and change it to a 51 tooth, and I'm just like, I'll just shoot the crap out of it. But it does get loose after a few rounds, so I may try to figure out how to tighten it up. I used to run this on a URX4. It was a key mod rail by Knight's Armament, and those are my favorite rails. These are great. I love the BCM, but on a 14.5 with a 14.5 inch barrel, I could fit the suppressor like maybe a half an inch into the handguard, and it looked cool, and it kept it, from kind of spinning out. So that's the flaw. I wish, like, as soon as I got this can, paid for it and everything, like a week later, the 51 tooth came out and all that, and I'm eventually gonna get some Surefires. It's just poor. Mainly want a 30 cal for my scar, but lights. It's just a Streamlight, the ProTac. It's 1,000 lumens. I think it's I don't know what the name of this is. I should know, but I don't. But it's one of their newer ones, 1,000 lumens. It's got a good flood, I guess. Candela effect. I don't know how that works. Mandela effect or Candela effect? We might be onto something. So we're gonna tape switch. Hollow Sun. It's the HS515 B Bravo U. I like it a lot. All right, it's got a kill flash on it and all that. But this little optic, I've ran a lot. The Aimpoint Micros. I try to play with a little bit of them, with a little bit of all of them. So far, I really like these it's held up. I put a few thousand rounds through it and not had a problem. Shuts off when I need it to. Saves battery. Does all that when you pick it up. It turns back on. So that's kind of cool. Anything else? I run a hand stop. I don't really get into grips. I pull back into the rifle pretty good. But let's shoot it. Put a few rounds on some steel. The wind's been pretty vicious, knocking over targets and all that. So I'm gonna put you in my pocket. I think you can see there. I'll even extend, make it look cool. All right, let's see. Big steel all the way up, about 50 yards. All right. So, that's her. Got something else to show you. I'm gonna turn this one down, or download it, I guess you would say. What does this say? Pull the pins out. Pop right off. All right. So this is my other option. I need to reconfirm 0 on this. These are cool. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They keep your bolt. All that stuff pop off pretty easy apparently. So this is a BCM 11.5. It's a key mod handguard, but it has the same locking system. I guess they let bootleg use that system, but it's pretty awesome. It locks up pretty good. And these rails, these handguards are you know, fairly cheap for the money. I've installed a lot of cheap handguards, and I really just tell people when I've probably lost a lot of money by doing it, but get a nice handguard, you know, make the rifle look good and function properly, and apparently, you know, hold 0. So they don't shift, they lock in hard, they're installed correctly. This is the MRO. I've been playing with it, moving it closer to the rear. I mean, it has a huge opening there. You can see a lot of stuff. That is cool about it, but I don't have the proper education. I'm from Mingo County, right? I don't have the I just have a lot of weird going on, so I'm not a big fan. It's getting better the closer I move it to my eye, but I never have that problem out of a Holosun or anything else. And these ain't cheap, you know. I could probably buy 2 Holosuns for the price of one of these. This just has a Daniel Defense fixed front. I think this is a I don't know what that is. Rear. I'm sure it'll come to me as soon as I unload this video or quit doing the video. But BCM charging hand. This is a BCM. It's got a Surefire with a tape on a pistol light. This is kind of cool. I mean, I do like, you know, the bigger lights. I think they're 600 lumens. This is one of the. This is just everybody has one of these. It's a X300 Ultra, X300 UA. I mean, it's pretty old, but it's got a decent output and lower profile. I could fit this in a bag really easy and carry this around. This is obviously a lot lighter, and oh yeah, gotta pop my plug out. Put it in there. And so now it's a lot smaller, right? So we'll shoot it. I'll grab some muffs on for this one. It wasn't that bad with the last. I forgot to put them on, but let's do this again. You are me, I am you. Oh man, look at that crap ammo. Let's see if I'm sure it'll run. All right. I don't have any. All right, yeah, the zero's off. Let's turn it on. Grab another mag. I gotta do some work with this guy. Anyway, that was horrible. Something ain't right. Wow. Yeah, I gotta play with this. That's why we come up and use them, right? So, where was I? That's mainly it. I had a bunch of other stuff to do today on the range. I was wanting to show you some cool stuff. Run some drills, maybe run the Bear Solutions drill with a rifle. But my target keeps blowing over. I'm gonna try to make it work. Maybe I can splice these videos together. But all right, if I do end it here, West Virginians, for the love of God, please quit spitting or chewing tobacco at gas pumps. There's a gas can or a garbage can 3 feet from the pump, but everybody gets out of their truck and throws it on the ground and basically steps all over it. So if you're looking good and you're going somewhere and you got to get fuel, you end up stepping in somebody's skull and chew because they're too lazy to walk 3 feet and spit it out. So anyway, let's end with that.